Hi guys, 18 Dap here and welcome to this match preview for tomorrow's fixture at the Sixfield Stadium. It's Northampton Town versus Doncaster Rovers. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Northampton Town versus Doncaster Rovers. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for supporting the channel and sticking around. If this video has brought you to the channel and you're new, please consider clicking subscribe. And if you are new, this is the format that we go through match previews in. We'll look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player to focus on, a few words about that individual. And then we move on to my opinion on the opponent's one to watch. So I choose a Northampton Town player and say that they're the key man in my opinion. But as I always say, you know your club much better than what I do. So please in the comments down below if you think there's somebody else that us Rovers fans should be watching out for tomorrow. And then we finish the video with three predictions. The predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub. There's a Families Prediction League table, so there's an update on that, and then the all-important score prediction to finish the video off. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Doncaster and Northampton have faced off a total of 51 times in our history, Rovers coming out on top on 22 occasions, Northampton winning 18 of the meetings, and we've shared the spoils on 11 occasions. When we drill down into the previous 5 fixtures, we go back to 2007 December in League One. It was a 2-0 win at the Keepmoat Stadium, and then we didn't face each other for 10 years. We have to jump forward to 2017-18 season where the Rovers fell to a 1-0 defeat away from home. Hopefully that's not the case tomorrow, but then we won the reverse fixture 3-0 at home. And then we move forward to the 2020-21 season, and Rovers did quite well that season. A 2-0 away win. I would love for that to happen tomorrow, and then a 0-0 draw at home. So looking at the last 5, Rovers have definitely got the edge with 3 wins and a draw, Northampton winning 1 of the last 5 occasions. So hopefully that's a good omen coming into this game. On to current form though, we are pretty much head to head. In the last 5, Rovers 3 wins, a draw and a defeat. Northampton slightly worse with 2 wins, 2 draws and a defeat. Both of the defeats coming in the Carabao Cup, but in terms of league performance, 2 unbeaten teams coming into this one. For the Rovers though, on Saturday, a slow start against Salford saw us chasing another game this season. There's been so many where we've gone 1-0 down or 2-0 down and we've had to chase the game. But last season, I'd worry as soon as we went 1-0 down, the game was gone. This season, we are a total different team. The fight and the desire shone through again last season. Kyle Hurst showing what we potentially could be looking forward to seeing all this season with 2 lovely finishes. The first one, don't think it was meant. I think he's come out and said that it was just a ball into an area and he got lucky and it's gone into the top corner. But the second one, absolutely phenomenal finish. Confident, composed. So yeah, for his age and the lack of first team football that he's got, is showing massive signs of potential for me. But his 2 goals last Saturday against Salford helped us turn that game around to a 2-1 win. One negative, or a number of negatives, that I will say from Saturday is that a number of key players were removed from the game, substituted off through injury. We're still awaiting news on the severity of these injuries. Recording this on Thursday, ready to edit and upload on Friday when you guys see it. So hopefully we will have a little bit more news on the injuries. Hopefully they're not too bad. But Tom Anderson went off holding kind of his hamstring / glute, kind of that area. Noyle went off. I think he was holding his calf. Long, who come on for Anderson, he went off. I can't remember what he limped off. And Maxwell, I'm not sure if he was substituted tactically or if that was an injury as well. So yeah, potentially 4 defenders gone for this game, which is concerning, but we will know more by the time this video comes out. Moving on to Northampton. As I mentioned, coming into this one unbeaten in the league, same as Rovers, sitting 1 place above us in 4th, same points. They've just scored more goals, but they've also conceded more goals. We've both got +3 goal difference, so defensively they're not as solid as what we are, but attacking they are ruthless at the minute. But Northampton, they're looking to go one further this season and gain automatic promotion. And for me, it doesn't look like there's any kind of hangover from last season, missing out so narrowly on the last day. But generally, this season, they don't have more of the ball than the other team. It's fairly even possession stats. But what we found is that Northampton are using the ball when they've got it to very good effect, and grinding out points and grinding out wins as well. So it's going to be a tough fixture tomorrow. On to player profile. So as I said, choose a Doncaster Rovers player to look at, say a few words about, and this week I am going to go with Roshawn Williams, 23 years old, centre back. He joined from Shrewsbury last season, and for me last season he looked nervy, he looked void of confidence, and there were points where I was like, what have we bought here? But this season we're seeing a much more confident player with self-belief. Positive performances are coming from that as well. And for me, if Kyle Hurst had not scored the 2 goals on Saturday, Roshawn Williams was my man of the match. It was an absolute brick wall. As I mentioned, injuries, players falling all around him, and he stood strong all the game. Started with Tom Anderson as a centre-back partner, then it got Adam Long. Then I think Clayton dropped in there, Bobby Faulkner, but Roshawn just commanded that back line from minute 1 to minute 90. And I think we're seeing a much more positive player in Roshawn Williams this season. Already got 1 goal, his first senior goal as well. So Roshawn Williams starting to look like the player that we thought we had last year, and hopefully long may that continue with this one. On to the opponents, one to watch. So as I said at the start of the video, you know your club much better than what I do. So in the comments down below if you think I've got this one wrong. I don't think I have this week, to be fair. He is an absolute unreal player. At the minute, it is Sam Hoskins. I think if we can contain him, we've got a good chance of coming away with a point, if not more. But not many teams have been able to contain him this season. Attacking midfielder, he can play across the front anywhere really, but he's kind of getting utilised on the left at the minute. 5 appearances this season, already got 7 goals and 1 assist. So we're going to have to be on our game if we're going to stop Sam Hoskins from hurting us tomorrow. On to the predicted team lineup. This is thanks to FanHub. If you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into. And if you're in the queue waiting to get in, I've got 4 users on a golden ticket remaining. Just type in 18D-W88 and that'll skip you the queue straight into the app. And I use it for the predicted team lineup, and this is what I'm going for tomorrow's fixture. I've mentioned the injuries, so I've had to put a couple of players in there. This may change as news comes out about these injuries, but for now I'm going Mitchell in goal, a back 4 of Seaman, Williams, Faulkner and Maxwell. I thought Faulkner was phenomenal last Saturday. Seaman has been told that he can go out on loan. Potentially an injury to Kyle Noyle may open the door for Charlie to show what he can do and stake a claim to stick around at Doncaster. So that's my back 4 that I'm going for. A midfield 5 of Clayton, Tomlin, Biggins with Hurst and Rowe on the wings, and then up top on his own, George Miller, hopefully causing chaos in the Northampton back line. So that's my predicted starting 11 for now. It will probably change when news comes out about the injuries. Onto the Predictions League table. So if you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every league game this season. If we get the scoreline spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the result right but not the scoreline, we get 1 point. If we get it completely wrong, we get no points. And I've had a terrible week, and that terrible week has dropped me down to bottom. Max has had a fantastic week. He's now on 7 points, pulled him up to top of the table. My dad ticking away nicely. He's earned a few points this week and he's in second on 6. And Chris also has ticked over nicely and got a couple of points this week. So the table is extremely tight. Max top on 7, Dad second on 6 points, and me and Chris joint third on 5 points. So it's all to play for. Let's get the trophy at the end of the season. We need to take it off my dad. And that takes me on to my score prediction, and I've been quite conservative on my score predictions over the last 2. Against Stockport, I thought we'd get beat. Against Salford, I put us down as a draw, and the Rovers have proved me wrong. So hopefully they'll continue to prove me wrong. I think this is going to be a tough fixture. Northampton playing extremely well at home, unbeaten. I think it's going to be a tough one, and I think with the injuries potentially, I'm going to have to go with a 2-1 defeat, but I am more than happy if Rovers prove me wrong once again tomorrow. But I've got to go with my head and not my heart, and that is what I'm going for. Rovers to get their first defeat of the season away from home. Northampton Town 2, Rovers 1. And that's where I'm going to leave this. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.